What's up, guys? As you can probably tell, this is not a normal video. So if you're here for the normal video essay that I usually do, this isn't it. So feel free to skip this if you want to. I'm actually here to ask you guys for your help. And I really hesitated to make this video because I didn't want to come off the wrong way. I didn't want to make anyone feel bad. I didn't want to piss anyone off. I didn't want to deal with trolls. But, you know, I thought I might as well give it a try. But as the title suggests, I am in a crossroads at my life, and I'm at a point in life where I'm gonna have to make some big decisions really soon. But let me back up for a second and tell you sort of like my YouTube story, at least with regards to money. So I started making videos and taking YouTube seriously like 7 or 8 years ago. And that was before you could really make money as a YouTuber. I just loved making videos. I've just always been the type of person that liked making stuff. I'm just a creative person. I always liked to draw as a kid. I like making art. I like creating websites. I like making music. I just like making stuff. So when YouTube came along, it was just another opportunity for me to express myself creatively. It's just another way to make stuff. And then add that to the fact that I'm also a very opinionated person who likes to express my opinion and have conversations and talk about interesting things. YouTube was just perfect for me. And then YouTube launched the partner program, which allowed people to actually make money from their videos. And before too long, it became possible to make being a YouTuber your full-time job, and several people managed to pull that off. And for me, as a person who already loved YouTube and loved making videos and was starting to build an audience, like I had like a few hundred subscribers at the time, and I saw like, you can actually do this for a living. Yeah, I want to do that. And this was extra enticing to me personally because I've always said in kind of a tongue-in-cheek way that I'm bad at jobs. And you might call me a brat for this, but it's just always been hard for me to stay motivated and do some job that I didn't really care about, which is like most jobs. Like I'll do it for like a year or so, but after a year or so, I will either get fired or just quit because I just don't care anymore. And I just kind of stop trying. It happened like clockwork every job. So when I learned that it was possible to make a living doing something that I actually love doing and I actually care about, you know, that just set off a fire in my brain. And I was like, I'm going to keep that in the back of my head. I've only got a couple subscribers now, but if I ever get an opportunity to try and make that happen, I'm jumping full head first diving in. So I kept going. I kept making videos consistently. Try my best to make a video at least every week, and I just kept going. And I started to build a little bit of a subscriber base. And then after making videos for maybe about 4 or 5 years, I got sort of my first big break, so to speak. A video I made that many of you probably know about called "You're Probably Not Really a Nice Guy" sort of went viral, kind of. It like hit the front page of Reddit and it got shared around Tumblr a bunch of times, and that brought in a lot of subscribers and a lot of new views. I think I went from like 600 subscribers to like 20,000 subscribers in less than a month. And then like a month later, another video I made went kind of viral, and that got on Reddit, and that got shared around, and I got even more views and subscribers. And a couple months later, a couple more videos were shared on some blogs and stuff, and they brought in even more subscribers and more views. So I just got like a big burst of subscribers and views really quickly. And back then, the primary way that most people made money on YouTube was through AdSense. I don't really think that's the case for most people except the very, very top people now. But back then that was mainly it. And you know, the ad rates were way higher back then. So you didn't have to have, you know, billions of views in order to actually make a decent amount of money. And even when I only had hundreds of subscribers, I could see that I was making money. Like you could go to your analytics and see like, oh, I made like $10 this month. You couldn't cash it out until you reached $100, but I eventually reached $100 and I made like real money for my videos, and it was awesome. But after that big surge of views and subscribers, I had this one month, and to date it's still like the best month in terms of money that I've ever had on YouTube, where I made over $5,000 in 1 month just on AdSense. And the next few months after that, they weren't that good, but they were still pretty good. And I was like, this is my opportunity. I've been given a chance to try and make this YouTube being a YouTuber for a living thing work out. If I can keep this train going, if I could keep this momentum going, then I can surely transfer this into a full-time career. But of course, that was just sort of a spike, and over time it sort of settled down and leveled out, but it was still going well. I had like a bunch of new subscribers. You know, the people that kind of just checked it out and left, they left, but I had a bunch of new subscribers that were really interested in what I was doing, and they stuck around and watched my videos. So I was going pretty well for a while. I wasn't making $5,000 every month, but I was making some money, and it was real money, and I was making real money every month, and it was enough for me to say, I'm gonna give this a go. I'm gonna try to build this up into something big. And don't get me wrong, I've made mistakes along the way. There's things that I've done that I should have done differently. You know, there's a span of a few months where I was pretty lazy about it, where I should have put in more effort. I could have made more videos. I could have maybe invested in better equipment earlier. There's a lot of things that I could have done, but I did put in, and I have been putting in a lot of work on YouTube. I've been making videos consistently because I wanted to try and make this work. And other things happened that were sort of outside of my control. Like I've had bad living situations and bad roommate situations, and I've had equipment stolen from me. I've had equipment die on me, and all of that sort of affected my ability to really build it up in the way that I wanted to. But I did really give it a go. Like I kept making videos. I did not stop making videos. I've made roughly a video a week for almost 7 years straight. There have been time periods where I may have took a couple weeks off or maybe even a month off, but for the most part, I've released at least 3 to 4 videos every month for the past 7 years. In some months, I'll release like 8 to 10 videos. So over time, I noticed that the growth that I was seeing after that big initial burst was starting to like plateau, and in some cases even decline. So I got up to around 86,000 subscribers, and it just literally plateaued for like a whole year. Like I would gain some, but I would lose them the next month. I would gain some, lose some. I would lose a bunch, gain a bunch. I just cannot see a consistent growth. And I noticed my views also were starting to plateau. Then when it comes to AdSense, the AdSense began to drop, and eventually it just legit plummeted. Now at the time, I didn't really understand what was happening. I think some of it is my fault. Like I said, I got a little bit lazy at some points, but eventually I learned that it was because YouTube was just changing their algorithm, and they were changing what they were rewarding. Back in the day, I didn't really have to worry about YouTube sharing my videos with people. It just happened naturally. Every time I made a new video, I would get a lot of new viewers and a lot of new subscribers. But that doesn't happen anymore, and it just completely stopped happening because YouTube changed how their algorithm suggests videos to other people. They started rewarding people who were making long videos and people who were making videos every day, things like that. And I wasn't doing, and I'm still not doing, either of those things. And then when it comes to AdSense and ad revenue, videos that talk about controversial topics or that have a lot of swearing in them, those videos basically don't receive ad revenue anymore, or they receive a very small amount. So my ad revenue completely plummeted because, as you know, my channel became pretty much solely about social issues and politics and things that are potentially controversial. So about 80% of my videos just stopped getting ad revenue. Now at this point, I had other sources of income, such as Patreon and t-shirt sales and sponsorships and things like that. So it wasn't like I was making $0. But at the beginning, I just sort of assumed that if I made videos on YouTube, I was eligible to make ad revenue from those videos. I thought that that was the deal that I signed with YouTube, but apparently it's not. So that brings us basically to the present, where we're at right now. Right now, my videos make almost zero on ad revenue. Like it's close to zero. It's like only a little bit more than zero. It's basically negligible. It's like not a thing anymore. And like I was saying before, I'm at a crossroads in my life. I've been going at this YouTube thing for a long time now. And don't get me wrong, it's been fun. I love YouTube. I love making YouTube videos. As crazy as the discourse has been, I still love this community. I went to VidCon last year, and it was like one of the best times of my life. I've met a lot of great people. I've gotten opportunities that I wouldn't have got otherwise. I've loved it. But I'm just at a point in life where I need to figure out what I'm doing going forward. I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm 32 years old. Like, I'm an old man. And it's far past time for me to like actually get my life going. I have things that I want to do in life, you know, eventually. I want to start a family. I want to buy a house. I want to travel. You know, there's lots of things that I want to do in life. And I can't just be like trying out this YouTube thing forever, you know. I have to move forward at some point. The first step, which is a recent goal that I'm about to do like in a couple of weeks, is I'm about to move into a new apartment. And basically, I can't afford to live in that apartment at my current income. So there are several solutions to this problem, some of which may be more efficient than others. One solution would be to change the content of my YouTube channel to make it more ad friendly. I could take out all of the cuss words and I could talk about more innocuous things. I can make more videos about Disney movies. I could do more pop culture videos. I could do like challenges and reaction videos. I could just do fun vlogs and food challenges and reviews. The thing about that is I think I've built an audience that expects and wants a certain type of video out of me. Like, I'm known for a certain type of video, and I think that's what people want. So I think that would alienate a lot of people. I mean, I think a lot of you would probably watch that, but I think it would also alienate a lot of people. But it could bring in a whole new audience. And then there's also the fact that I don't want to do that. I mean, don't get me wrong. I actually have always planned to do more stuff like that on a second channel, just for fun. But for my main content, what I consider my main channel, what I consider the stuff that I'm most proud of, is the stuff that I've been making. I want to make stuff about things. I want to make videos about stuff that I'm actually interested in, that I think is important and intriguing. Another thing I could do is just focus less on YouTube and just go get a real job. And honestly, that was one of the reasons why I've been hesitating to make this video, because I know there's gonna be people in the comments that are like, dude, what the fuck are you whining about? Just shut up and go get a job. And this is something that I might have to do, you know, regardless of what happens after this video goes up. But this will also inevitably result in me spending much less time focusing on making YouTube videos. Now, I don't think that I would ever just stop making YouTube videos, because I just like doing it. But if I had to work, especially if I had to work a full-time job, that would definitely result in either fewer videos or lower quality videos. Like, maybe I would do like a webcam blog where I give my opinion every week or something like that. But it definitely wouldn't have the same amount of effort that I put into each video now. Like, each video now is many, many hours of production. So there are lots of things that I could do. One other thing that I could do is what I'm going to do now, and that is ask you guys for your help. So as you probably know, I have a Patreon. And right now, my patrons are supporting me with $500 a month, which is pretty crazy if you think about it. Like, that's a lot of money. And that money has definitely helped me be sustainable, and it's helped me improve as a YouTuber. If you've been following me for years, you've seen the massive increase in quality of my videos, and that is due almost entirely to my Patreon supporters. Unfortunately, though, $500 a month plus whatever I make through t-shirt sales and sponsorships and other little things I do is just not enough money for me to actually like have a real life. And I'm at a point in my life where I just need to move forward and try to establish some kind of semblance of a real life. So I guess I'll get to the point. I'm kind of rambling because I think I'm hesitating to get to the point because I'm a little nervous. But I'm here to ask you guys for help. If you like my videos, if you value my videos, if you appreciate my videos, if my videos have ever made you think or entertained you or provided you with any insight, if you think my videos bring something interesting into the world, if it gives you a fresh perspective or anything to that nature, I'm asking you to consider supporting me on Patreon if you don't already. And I'm thinking that most of you are in at least one of several camps. One camp is people who would like to support but just aren't sure if they can afford it. And if you can't afford it, that's fine. I don't want you to feel bad. But I do want to say that even just literally $1 a month is amazing. Like, that's super good. Like, I think people have this sort of mindset where they feel like if they're not giving like $10 a month or $20 a month, that they're not really helping, but that's not the case at all. Like, the whole point of crowdfunding is that a lot of people come together to help one person get something that they believe in to happen and to get it done. So even $1 a month is amazing. Like, I have 80 something thousand subscribers. Literally, if 0.5% of those people donated $1 a month, that would be amazing. Like, that would be perfect. Now, I know not all 80,000 of those people are going to see this video, but I just wanted to illustrate what I mean. So another group you may be in is people who may have a little bit of extra money, but you're just not sure if you want to support. Because I don't want like pity money. Like, that's not the point here. I want you to think about if you actually believe that my YouTube videos are bringing value to the world and deserve to exist and deserve to be supported. And if you think that, then I'm asking you to become a patron and support me if you can. So maybe you can, but you're not sure if my videos actually fit that description. And to you, I would ask you to give me a shot. Like, maybe put in $5 a month and give me like 3 months, 4 months. And then after those 4 months, just come back and be like, was those videos that he put out in those 4 months, was that worth my $5 a month? Was he actually providing a value to me and to others? And if you decide the answer is no, then you can cancel at any time. That's on you. But this is what I would ask of you if you're in that camp. And then there are, of course, people who just have no interest in pledging whatsoever. And that's fine. If you don't want to, you do not have to. My videos will still be free and you can still watch them. And I thank you for watching them. And I thank you for watching this. And then, of course, there are people who just literally don't have anything extra to support with. And that's also fine, and you shouldn't feel negative or bad about that. There are also other ways that you can support me without spending money. For one, simply watching my videos helps out. Clicking that notification bell to make sure you never miss a video, and so you watch all of them is great. Commenting on videos, liking videos, share it every time a video comes out, share it on your social media, on your Facebook, your Twitter, your Tumblr, your Reddit, whatever. All those things help out. If a lot of people come together and do those things, it helps me grow. And you know, an increase in subscribers and views doesn't translate into money, which is sort of the main focus of this video, but it will eventually. It does indirectly. So that definitely helps. And I'm not just saying that as a consolation. It's like actually true. So if you are in that camp and you want to support, consider doing one or all of those things. So right now my Patreon is at $500 a month. And I think my goal is to try and double that to $1,000 a month. And maybe that's like kind of a lofty goal, but I'm just like being realistic about what it would take for me to actually not worry about money going forward if I were to continue with YouTube. And even $1,000 a month in and of itself is not a whole lot of money. And Patreon is not my only source of income, but it is a big part of it. And getting to that goal would do a lot in clearing my anxiety and stress about what I'm gonna do in my life going forward. And if we exceed that goal, that would be amazing. But that's going to be my goal for the time being, and we'll see how that goes. And for all those that don't already support me on Patreon, I've set a goal up to where if I reach $750, which is midway between where I'm at now and the $1,000 goal, I'm going to begin a weekly live stream. A lot of you have probably seen my live streams, and I've wanted to do them more. So at 750, I'm going to do a weekly live stream because I don't want it to be I'm just some guy just in the shadows that uploads videos and asks you for money. I want you to actually be able to engage with me in real time. And so you'll be able to do that every week right here on YouTube. If you would like to support, but you're uncomfortable with the whole monthly commitment type thing, There's a link below to send a one-time donation. Those are also very appreciated. Like I was saying before, I'm about to move into a new apartment, so I definitely need like furniture and things for the apartment, and moving into an apartment has a lot of upfront costs. So like immediate one-time donations actually help out a lot. So if that's something you're more comfortable with, you can also do that, and that would be amazing as well. And I don't want this to be like a one-sided thing. Like, I want your suggestions. Like, if you're going to be supporting me and like actually giving me some of your hard-earned money, I think you should have input on what happens on this channel. So any of your suggestions, if you think I should change something, if you think I'm doing too much of something or too little of something, you think I should make more videos or less videos, you think the video should be shorter or longer, you think there should be more music, just anything like that, if you want to support me and you want to give those kinds of suggestions, I appreciate them. I want them, especially if I meet this goal. I already feel indebted to you because you guys have given me an opportunity to pursue this. But definitely, if we reach this goal, I will definitely feel like I just owe you the world, basically. So like, just let me know what you want. You want me to get on camera and dance for 30 minutes? I'll do it. So there are links in the description to my Patreon page and to PayPal for one-time donations. It would be super amazing if you guys could help out. And like I said, no matter what happens, I don't know what's going to happen. We may reach the goal, we may not reach the goal. But no matter what happens, I'm probably not going to just completely stop making YouTube videos. But like I was saying, I just got to make some big decisions in life, and I need to just move on with my life. And I can't just spend my whole life trying out this YouTube thing. Like, it's either got to work or it's not going to work. But I don't think I'm ever just going to quit YouTube. But like I said, if I end up having to focus less on YouTube, that means there's going to be less videos. I'm not going to give any numbers because I don't know. It's going to just depend on what happens. I'm just sort of speculating, but there's going to be less videos probably, or just lower quality videos, like maybe just little vlogs like this, or like little cell phone or webcam vlogs where I just sort of talk about my opinion or something. And I would hate for that to happen, basically. I like the effort in putting into videos. Like, I love editing videos. A lot of people don't like editing, but that's like my favorite part of the whole process. And editing takes hours. Sometimes it takes like 6 to 8 hours to edit a video. And if I'm just, working a full-time job, it's unlikely that I'm going to spend 6 to 8 hours editing. It's just not going to happen. So I don't know what's going to happen. And if it doesn't happen, that's fine. Like, I don't want you guys to feel bad. I'm going to be all right. So don't worry about that aspect. I'm not scared for my future. I just need to go ahead and get it rolling. And I just need to figure out what path I need to turn down. But this YouTube thing has like really been my dream, really, for the past 7 years or so. And if there's even one sliver of a chance for me to make it work, then I'm just going to take it. And that's sort of what we're doing right now. And I think that the only way that I can make this happen really soon is with you guys' help. So that's why I'm coming to you. And I hope that this isn't annoying. I don't want to sound like pathetic or pitiful, because that's not really it. I don't want you to pity me. I'm just asking for help. And I definitely thank you for all of the support that you guys have given me over the years. It's pretty crazy to see how far I've gotten. I remember when I had like 30 subscribers, my videos got like 12 views. So it's crazy to see how far I've gotten. And, that's thanks all to you guys. And I really appreciate all you've done for me. But, life goes on, and you got to make choices, and you got to take care of yourself. And I'm a grown man, and I'm far behind a lot of my peers because I decided to chase a dream. And it may not be forever. Maybe I'll just put it on hold for now and just see what happens in the future. But right now I'm at a crossroads, and I just need to make a decision very quickly. So if you guys could help me out, that would be great. And if it doesn't happen, that's fine. I'll still be on Twitter. I'll still be around. You can still hit me up. I'm not going to disappear. But thank you for hearing me out, and a regular video will be coming soon, and I'll see you then. Stay Heiko.